We're down in town. Jen came down to do some transferring of funds for. She's paid in a check-in, and the bank has decided that it's going to say that she's got funds in her account, but she doesn't actually have them in her account.
Yeah, what it is that for some unknown reason they lie about your balance, and it now says that I have a huge balance which tallies with the check I paid in, but they won't let me use it. But they pretend I have it, and it seems to be another banker wanker ruse to be able to skin you for penalty notices, because only the money that was there before is actually spendable, and if I go above that, they will treat it as if I've gone above the authorised overdraft limit and will try and penalise me accordingly, despite the fact that everywhere it says that I have a balance that is quite large. And it really angered me. But why are they telling me an imaginary figure? And the woman in the bank just didn't seem to get it, or didn't want to get it. I'm saying, oh no, but that's just because we do that because it's acknowledging that your check's going. It's like, I don't care. Don't tell me imaginary. You might as well just say like £4 trillion and say, well, you know, in 40 years, it could be you.
Well, the issue is perfectly right. She's right to be angry because it is unacceptable. I've had this happen to me as well, but when it happened to me, they didn't just tell me what I wanted to hear. They didn't just say, oh, you've got this amount of money because of the checks that you've put into your account. They froze my account so I couldn't use it at all until the check is cleared. But here's the thing. It took almost a week for that check to clear.
They're lying to me, they're giving me a false balance, and apparently their new computer system does this automatically and there's nothing they can do about it.
Which is ridiculous. Why would you create a computer? The computer doesn't do that automatically. It does it because it's been told to do that. Someone's have to make it do that. And that's the annoyance. Okay, how this tends to work is they put a number in your account to make it look like the check or whatever you put in is cleared, but it hasn't.
Yeah, I went into the bank to move some money around because I saw the cash machine. It said, you've got all this money, woohoo. Went in, tried to move it, and the machine said, oh, you're trying to move more than you've got. It's like, well, no, hold on, that number's less than the balance, which was clearly showing there. So I went and found a member of staff, and they tried it a few times before they went, oh, actually, no, it hasn't cleared. It's like, what?
So why is it in another account? Basically, it appears to be they're trying to say, yeah, you've got this money, and the only reason I can think that this would happen is so that they can get around the rules regarding times for clearance. So they can say, oh, well, it's cleared, look, it's there, and so we're within the mandated time for clearance. But you have another idea, don't you, Jim?
Yeah, the other thing I was thinking was, effectively what it does is it makes you think you've got more money available to spend than you have. So it becomes very easy if you were planning on using that money, say the cheque was coming in to pay for a car or something like that, that you could end up spending within what you are being lied to by the bank as being your balance. But in fact, your real balance is several £1,000s less, and you end up going over your approved authorised overdraft limit. And then the bankers then swoop in and hit you with all their penalty charges. And to be honest, the cynic in me thinks that it's another way that the bankers are trying to rip you off.
It can only be one of the two, because what else is it? It can't be abject incompetence, because this is built into the system. This is how their systems work.
It's designed to do this.
Yes, it's done this with her bank at HSBC, it's done that with my bank at NatWest a few years ago, and I thought they'd changed things, but apparently they haven't. This is still going on. Multiple banks, they can't be screwing up in the same way due to incompetence. This has to have been done on purpose.
Very much so. Basically, I don't want an imaginary balance, an imaginary number on the screen. It's worthless. In fact, it's less than worthless. It's actively causing me to have problems that I wouldn't have had if it gave me an honest balance. So really, it's just, why do they do this? There is no reason for them to do this.
It only benefits them, and it has to stop.
Definitely.